Hello, everyone. Today, I had promised you all that we were going to do kind of an impromptu before and after look at a product page. Take a look at the product listing and see how a few tweaks could really make a difference on how your products are viewed or whether or not they are actually going to be purchased. So I'm really excited to do this today. This was actually someone who came to me yesterday to talk to me about their new product. And as we are looking at their product, I asked if it was okay if I gave them some feedback. And then I asked if it was okay if I shared this with you all. So I would love to know if you are joining me live as I do this review. Drop a comment live or replay. I'd love to know who is checking this out. And as always, as we are going through this video, if there's anything that jumps out at you, please drop a note. Let me know. I would love to learn more about what's resonating with you, things that are really helping you in your business. So let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen. Maybe. Okay. So we're going to go, here we go, ecom audit. So this is the website. This was a photographer who is starting to sell a notebook. Okay, so this was the product beforehand. So I looked at their product page. So this is their old website. I had to do screenshots because they've updated it. But so they had pictures of their journal up top. And then this was the product description. And so the product description here, in case you can't see, says this photo zine is highlighting the natural beauty of rural Lycoming County, Pennsylvania. These 27 photos are carefully chosen to showcase the landscapes, the wildlife, and the farms of the county. So I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, okay, A, I don't know what a photo zine is. But B, I'm like, is it a journal? Is it like a journaling prompt? Is it like a wildlife notebook? Like, is it a field book? Like, why are there journal pages in here? I don't understand this. And they were like, well, if you scan that QR code at the bottom, it'll actually give you like the Google view of exactly where that picture was taken. So you can see exactly where I stood to take this photo. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That you don't talk about that at all. Like, I would have had no idea what that QR code was for. I was like, is it, when I scan that QR code, is it going to tell me about that flower? Is it going to tell me about that butterfly? Like, I don't know. I was like, but why are there pages? Why are there pages with lines? What are those words up top? Like, what is the purpose of this? I was like, when I hear a photo zine, like a, like a magazine kind of deal, I'm thinking, this is streaming, right? Okay, yeah. I'm thinking that it's just pictures and it's just information about the content of those pictures or where those pictures were taken. I was like, this looks like a journal. I don't really get it. I don't understand it. I'm like, look, and I know your photography. I'm like, if I have these questions when I come to your site, people who don't know you are definitely going to have these questions. And so we had a few conversations. I asked him questions, tell me about this product. And so then he updated it. And so let me pull the new tab and I will do a screen share of that. Okay, stop sharing. So we're going to do a new screen share. We're going to do a share screen. And here we go. So here is the new product listing. So this is the live website. So if you want to check it out, you can go up here and see it for yourself. The picture is still the same. He can't change the cover of the book, right? My recommendation would be to change the cover of the book a little bit to tell you a little bit more about what the purpose is. But down here, the title was changed. So the original title was just Lycoming Naturally. That doesn't tell me anything. Lycoming Naturally, is it a visitor's guide? Like what? So in the title, they changed it Lycoming Naturally, a photo zine issue 1. I'd fix some formatting on that, but it tells you more, right? It tells you it's an installment product that you're going to be able to buy more than one, and it's a photo zine, whatever that is. But now we have a much more comprehensive description. So they kept that first paragraph. I would change it. I would highlight kind of the benefits first, but it's designed as a field guide. Okay, awesome. So it's a photo zine, but it's also a field guide, which was my question, right? Why do we have these lines? Why do we have these pages where you can take notes? It's a field guide to help you explore, not only through photographs, but in person. Awesome. By using the QR codes for each photo, you can see where I stood to take that photograph and go there yourself. Great. Now you're telling me exactly why I would use this, because I can see where you took those photos. I can go check it out myself. I can go see if I can recreate these photos or get new ones. The information for settings are provided for you to learn how to set up the photo. Very cool. So you're walking me through the photography of this. How do I take a picture like that? And I can do it right there. And the blank space is for you to write notes while you're there. Awesome. But don't limit yourself. You can write anything you want, even using the images as a prompt for your writing or journaling. Okay. So that one I probably would not include, because you know me, right? You want to be talking to something specific. I love the photo zine. I love the photo field guide. I think that's great. The sentence on using it as a journal or a prompt book, maybe not necessary, right? People are probably going to use it like that, but now we're confusing the purpose. I would actually remove that sentence, because it's not getting very clear on why someone would buy this product. It's giving alternatives, but right now this person really just needs to establish a single use, single brand, single customer. But hopefully this shows you a little bit about how making some tweaks into a title of your product and the description of your product can have a huge impact on how people respond to your product. And yeah, the QR code specifically, is a super cool feature and was not mentioned at all in the description. They talked about it profusely on the phone with me. I was like, you can't be on the phone with every person who might be interested in buying your product. You have to talk about that. And so when we talk about our customers and our motivators, I've talked with a lot of you about the concept of the wants, needs, and fears. And then when you talk about your product, you talk about the benefits, features, and experience. And so what I want to highlight here is the very first version of this product listing that this person had. And I'll pull it back up. It didn't even talk about anything. There were no benefits. There were no features. I guess the features were the 27 photos. Nothing about an experience of using it. It was two sentences talking about features, and that was it. And if you remember, when I've talked with you, number one is experience. Number two is benefits. So when we're talking about that, that's really what we need to be leading with. And so they weren't talking about any of the real features, right? They talked about the 27 photos, but the feature of the QR code and the benefit of the QR code and the experience that you can create for yourself because you have that QR code, right? And so then again, if we go and we look at the updated one, so now they left that same thing with the few sentences, but now we're getting into the benefits of the features. It's a field guide, awesome, but it has a QR code. That's an awesome feature and the benefit. And then the experience. You can see where I stood and go there yourself. Great. And then more benefits. The settings are provided so you can learn how to set up that photo. Awesome. Feature, blank space for you to take your notes while you're there. Great. So you can see how this person started to incorporate more of those benefits and experience into their product description. So it wasn't just some superficial features. It was much more in depth. So I hope that you all have found this short audit useful, a great way to highlight how just some tweaks on a product description can increase the likelihood of you making a sale because the customer better understands what your product is and why they should want it. If you are interested in having an audit like this done for one of your product listings, let me know, drop me a message. I think this was really fun, and I would love to do more of these product listing audits with you all so that we can all benefit from seeing how we can make tweaks or adjustments to increase our sales. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment or connect with me in the DMs, and let's continue this conversation. You all have a great day.